Hello, Menno here. A real quick video on how to use the ducking in Mix Monolith to keep your background vocals at a specific level plane when one vocalist is always singing and the other background vocalist is coming in sporadically. Okay, it's actually very easy to do. So check this out. So here we have our background vocals in red. And I double tracked it, but this is one background vocal part and this is one background vocal part. Now, you can see that this background vocal is always singing, where this one comes in just for this section, all right? We want our background vocals as a whole to sit on the level plane minus 25. That means that we want this section to be at minus 25, and we want this section to be at minus 25. But obviously, when he comes in and sings with him, there is going to be an increase in volume. Well, here is where 3 dB comes into play. Because if you remember, in order for this section to be at minus 25, if we set this to minus 28 and this to minus 28, the increase in volume will always be 3, thereby making this section minus 25 LUFS. Well, that's not going to work if we set this to minus 28. He is going to be minus 28 by himself. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this part to minus 25. We're going to set this section to minus 28, and then we're going to create a group and have this duck him by 3 dB, thereby making him minus 25, but when they come in, he'll drop down to minus 28. So this whole section will be minus 25. When they're not singing anymore, he'll go back up to minus 25. Okay? Here we have the monoliths for our background vocals. This monolith is for the background vocal that is always singing, and it is set to minus 25. This monolith is for the background vocal that comes in and out. It is set to minus 28, okay? We have created a group, a ducking group, High Vox Harmony, and we have set this monolith to send, all right? For the monolith of the background vocal that is always singing, we will choose High Vox Harmony and set it to receive. Now, free or sync is up to you, but we're going to leave sync and set the release to 1/32 note. For our attack, we're going to turn on fixed fast attack. That means this is locked at 0.07 milliseconds, okay? The knob doesn't matter. For our threshold, we have minus 38. That's one level plane below minus 28. That's fine. It's going to get a good look. For our range, we're going to set that to 3. And remember that our range is hard limited for the ducking or expansion. So it's never going to go past 3 dB, which means every time that this harmony comes in, this monolith is going to duck this monolith by exactly 3 dB. All right, let's give a listen. Let's turn off the lead vocal. Here's our backgrounds.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe nos parar.
Okay, see, he ducked him exactly by 3 dB. Now to kind of hear the difference, it's going to be subtle, but let's turn the ducking group off. Play that again.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe.
Okay, let's turn it back on.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe nos parar.
You can hear the difference. Now let's hear it with the lead vocal, and we'll turn the ducking group off.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe.
All right, that seemed to, it sort of smothered the lead vocal when that other harmony came in. Let's turn it back on.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe nos parar.
Nice. Nice. See, that left a little bit of space for the lead vocal. Now, I'm going to go here to the end of the song where this comes in constantly, and it actually does quite a lot of singing, okay? So I'm going to turn this off and listen to this, okay? Listen how the lead vocal will get smothered.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe y nos para. Queremos más, no hay retro. Oh, so. Nada nos puede quebrar.
Okay, now we'll turn it on, and now listen.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe y nos para. Queremos más, no hay retro. Oh, so. Nada nos puede quebrar.
Okay, hear the difference? The lead vocal still had, its space. It was still right there. You didn't have to listen for it. Okay, now let's hear it in context with the song. So I will play without the ducking for that last section where it was, pretty heavy, where they're both going together. Okay, listen.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe y nos para. Queremos más, no hay retro. Oh, so. Nada nos puede quebrar.
Okay, now with the ducking on.
Queremos más y costó dolor. Oh, oh. Ningún rompe y nos para. Queremos más, no hay retro. Oh, so. Nada nos puede quebrar.
Okay, there you go. See, you could still hear the falling melody of that background vocal part, but the lead vocal was still leading the track. So our background vocals remained on the level plane -25 while the lead vocal was at -22. So it just kind of cleaned it up, and that's how easy it is. It's subtle, but it makes a big difference. All right. There you go. So if you have multiple background vocals, and especially when one's coming in and out, like we just demonstrated, just have one duck the other by 3 dB, because if they're both at -25, the increase will be 3. They're -22, so if they're both at -28, the increase will be 3. It's at -25. So that's the power of 3 when you're in that instance. All right. So happy mixing. See you guys next time.